The state government, through its Fisheries Minister Tim Whetstone and aided by PIRSA, has just launched a very shameful election process that could only be described as a blatant attack on this nation's democratic process. It is running an election to fill 5 places on the new Ministerial Recreational Fishing Advisory Council on the government-controlled Your Say website. It claims in all of the propaganda published about this process that it wants every recreational fisher in this state to vote on this election, but it doesn't give them the democratic process to do that. There's 277,000 fishers in this state, but yet only 0.08% will be able or willing to vote because of the massive constraints put on them. Firstly, you have to go into the Your Say website and register. That is, provide all of your personal information such as name, postcode, age, gender, email address and the like. Then before you can actually vote, it wants your mobile telephone number so it can send you a code to use on the voting page. Governments around the country have been accused of data mining, that is, getting people's private information so they can use it down the track for other purposes. Is this the case here? Is this government using the voting process to data mine for future election campaigning? In its privacy policy governing the site, it clearly states, this verification process linking 3 key pieces of data to create a digital fingerprint of each user: the user profile, email address and mobile phone number. So that's what we are, a digital fingerprint. Remember, nothing is secure on a government website. There's been major security breaches of government computer systems. Even the federal parliamentarian system was hacked only weeks ago. So for all of those recreational fishers who hold dearly to their privacy, they'll automatically be excluded from the voting process. Remember, only in October last year, Whetstone heralded the feedback he received on his proposal to set up the MRFAC. But in reality, only 225 submissions were received from the 277,000 fishers because it was placed on the Your Say website. That represented just 0.08% of fishers in this state. Hardly a robust endorsement of his policy. Under the heading, How will we use your personal information, contained in its privacy policy? It says the following: we'll use it to inform policy decisions of the South Australian Government, and each time you log in, we'll get your IP address, which is linked to your computer, tablet or smartphone, the previous website that you visited, your full name, gender, postcode, email address, phone number and age bracket, and they'll be able to track your vote, comments, ideas or poll responses. So back to the voting process. Who is going to tally the votes? Oops, of course it's the Your Say computer. What auditing processes are in place? Do they have a returning officer responsible for the voting and counting process? Or will it be left to the departmental hacks in PIRSA? What chain of control is in place for the votes? Will the data collected from the Your Say website be sent to PIRSA Recreational Fisheries Manager Keith Rowling for him to make the final call on which of the 42 candidates gets to fill the 5 spots? Going on past practice, he will then send them to Whetstone for approval. Where's the transparency if this is the road it goes down? All of this so Whetstone and Premier Marshall can post up on their Facebook pages, "We've delivered on another key election promise." Sorry fellas, but all you've delivered is a toothless, unfunded tiger. Hell, it's that bad its gums are rotting. You both had a real chance to fix the fisheries management problem in this state by sacking those responsible for its current dismal state. But you didn't.